Chasing money will make you go broke. People don't become billionaires by chasing money. When you think of Amazon, when you think of Jeff Bezos, when you think of Microsoft and Bill Gates, or Warren Buffett and Berkshire, these people did not make money because they chased money. In fact, they made the bulk of their money by pursuing their passion. So for Amazon, Jeff Bezos was very interested in technology, and he wanted to bring a very traditional retail space and push it into the deep web. So that's what he did. He started selling books online. For Bill Gates, he was always interested in computers. Ever since he was a little kid, he was always a bookworm. And even throughout school, he was very interested in technology and computers, and he was obsessed with it. He pursued it for his own interests, and his interests aligned with something that could make a lot of money. But these people never chased money directly. So a lot of people might then question, okay, my interests are not very profitable. I might be interested in art, psychology, etc., etc. That's bullshit. There is money in quite literally everything you can pursue. Oh my god. I didn't realize that my microphone was further away from me, so the quality probably dropped for a second. But anyways, we're gonna continue. We move through, we push through. Yeah. When you're thinking of psychology, arts, when you're thinking of these things, you might be wondering, oh, there's not much money in there, so if I really pursue my passion, then it's not lucrative enough. So what you end up doing is you end up going down maybe the doctor, engineer, computer science, accounting. You end up going into more traditional, more lucrative and successful routes. And a lot of times people end up hating their lives. They either drop out from... Oh, I just got a Slack message. Yeah. They either drop out from whatever that is they're doing. They either drop out of school because they're not interested in it, or they find it tough, or throughout their career, they have burnout. They can't handle it anymore. The stress gets to them. It's a complete shit show overall. And it's at the end of the day, like, you're just wasting 4 to 5 years of your life. And then 5 years later, you don't even have that much money to begin with, because expenses eat up most of your wealth anyway, right? When you're paying rent, when you're paying for car, when you're paying for food and living expenses, you don't really save that much at the end of the day, especially for entry-level jobs. So you spend 5 years of your time just wasting on something that you're not interested in. It's not really providing you much returns, and it's a full-on loss. There is no gain. Maybe the only gain that is you get a different perspective in life, or on the odd chance that you do end up enjoying that career you ended up pursuing for money. But again, this is a complete gamble. And in life, everything is a gamble, but why take something with such low odds of being happy? Not necessarily being successful, being happy. So now let's try to dissect why I think psychology, arts, and any field is lucrative. I think you just have to apply your energy in the right spaces. For art, there is a whole industry on graphics design. There is a whole industry on animation. There's a whole industry on video editing, VFX. There's also commission pieces that people do. There's so many different things within art that's monetizable. But when people immediately think art, they think, oh, I gotta become a famous artist. But under art, there's also music. Music has a lot of lucrative career paths. You can become a rapper, you can become a musician, you can become someone who plays with a band on restaurants and stuff. You can become an actual YouTube artist. You can do covers on YouTube and monetize those videos. There's so many different opportunities, especially today. If you told me this 50 to 60 years ago, I would have maybe, okay, understood to some extent why you think that way. But in our current generation, there's so many platforms, there's so many ways to monetize, there's so many ways to turn your passion, your creative ideas into actual lucrative businesses. Psychology as well. Psychology in general is a very lucrative business. If you pursue a master's or a higher education in psychology, you can become a therapist, you can become a psychologist. That's already a 6-figure salary right there. But you can take it beyond there. You can start your own practice. You can manage psychologists. Instead of having practice it yourself, you hire them under your payroll, and then you charge on behalf of the firm. And now you have a full-on business. You can also make YouTube content on psychology. Those psychological thrillers, movies, videos, all those stuff, they get eaten up by the audience. So you could go and become a movie writer. There's so many things you could do with that knowledge. There's so many things you could do with your skills, with your passion. You just got to apply it to the right places. Well, how do you like what's the word for it? How do you restructure your mindset to think more as an entrepreneur rather than an employee? I think that itself will, no matter what it is you do, that will help you get very far in life. You need to start looking at what others are doing, looking at the top 1% within your passion. You need to strive to be the top 1% in your passion. You have to be obsessed with it. That has to be your entire life. Like every hour of the day, your thought process has to go revolving around what it is that is your passion. For me, I recently discovered my passion is actually in content creation and entertainment. So every second, every hour of the day, I'm like moving forward. I'm thinking about how I can improve, how I can be more charismatic on camera, how I can be more comfortable on camera, how I can make higher quality videos, how I can minimize the effort needed to make high quality videos. I'm constantly thinking about these things. I'm getting obsessed with YouTube. I'm getting obsessed with content creation. And I've already seen improvements, and I'm also trying to improve one little thing every single day. So whatever it is that your passion is on, you need to improve something every single day. You need to get one step closer to your end goal of just monetizing your passion. And you need to monetize it in a way where you're actually enjoying it. You shouldn't just necessarily monetize it for the sake of money, right? You need to focus on a way that you're enjoying it. So constantly ask yourself, am I enjoying this? If you're not, pull yourself out of that mindset, pull yourself out of that situation and try something different. In the same exact industry, there are multiple things you can try. Psychology, if you're not interested in providing care to patients or taking clients, okay, fine. You don't necessarily have to do that. Then try out YouTube. Try to become a psychology YouTuber, right? There's a lot you have a authority on and understanding on that you can provide to your audience, and you can build a community. Once you've built a community, you can pretty much monetize anything. You can build a community on politics, you can build a community on psychology, you can build a community on arts. Once you've built a community, you can pretty much monetize whatever it is. You can sell the products to them, you can sell courses to them, you can sell content to them and find advertisers. You can sell your audience to advertisers. There's a lot you could do there. So when people tell me my passion isn't lucrative, I'm moving into the software engineering, I'm moving into engineering, trying to become a doctor for money, my immediate reaction is this is not going to end well. Like, I'm not talking in the next 3 to 4 years. Sure, in the next 3 to 4 years, you might earn some income. But I'm talking 10 to 15 years down the road when you're older, you're going to have a lot of regrets. You're going to realize the money was never worth it. And you're going to realize people who've actually pursued their passion similar to what you've been passionate about are now making more money than you ever will. They're more obsessed with their job. And they're generally happier because they spent 80 to 90% of their day doing something they enjoy. You spend 80 to 90% of your day doing something you don't enjoy. That's the truth. Your career is going to take up 70 to 80% of your life until you retire. And even when most people retire, they don't fully retire. They continue working because it's all they know. It's a part of their life and they need to pass time somehow, right? Especially when you're that old, other people have other priorities. Your friends will not always have time for you. So you got to keep yourself busy. So you keep yourself busy with work. So getting to that point, not doing what you enjoy, you're going to have a lot of regrets. You might even have a lot of regrets today. So please take a step back. I'm not saying quit your job. I'm not saying just drop out of your university degree right now. Just take a step back. Assess, is this what you really see yourself doing 5 to 10 years from now? Will you have regrets of things you didn't pursue? And can you monetize your passion in some way or another? Do not look at it from a direct standpoint. Look at it from a outside the box perspective, right? Can you start a YouTube channel with your passion? Can you start a business with your passion? Can you apply your passion to an already existing business model? Maybe you really enjoy art. So you could take a restaurant business and design your whole interior of your restaurant to be your own art piece. You can create your own style to it, your own aesthetic, and that'll bring people in and you market that. There are different ways you can apply your passion into different proven business models. That's all I want to talk about today. I think this video is a bit short. If you enjoy the type of topics I talk about, or if you are interested in these videos I'm making, please consider subscribing and dropping a. It lets me know you're enjoying the content, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.